A very warm good morning to all my dear students. Welcome back to the EVS class. So we were doing our second chapter, that is the respiratory system, and that day we have read some of the objectives and the new words. Okay, so today we are going to read something about respiration and respiratory system. We are going to know something about respiration and respiratory system. So our objective for today is to learn about respiration and respiratory system. Okay, now everyone, please see the first page of your second chapter, that is this page, the introduction page. It says that taking in oxygen from the air and giving out carbon dioxide is called respiration. So that day only we have learned that breathing in of air and breathing out of air is your respiration, yes or no? And this is a very important process in our body, because without this we cannot survive for a longer time, isn't it? Because without taking in of air we cannot live for a longer time. So taking in of air and taking out of air is your respiration. Now what air we take in, that is your oxygen. Yes, that is your oxygen. We take it from the atmosphere. Yes, we take it from the atmosphere. That is your oxygen. And what we give out, the air we give out from our body, is your carbon dioxide. Yes. Okay, now you come to the respiratory system. Now what is a respiratory system? As we have already learned in the previous chapter, that some of the organs are specified to work some systems. Okay, some of the organs are specified in our body to work for some systems. Okay, to carry out some process in our body. Now, like the in the previous chapter, like the muscular system, yes, like the muscular system, some organs were engaged, yes, in that process. So here same in this chapter, in the process of respiration, some organs are involved. Okay, some organs are involved to carry out the process of respiration, the breathing in and breathing out, yeah, the process, this process. So that it is called your respiratory system. Yes, the organs which are involved, that helps involved in respiration, that are helps in respiration, is called your respiratory system. Yes, so now we are going to see what are the organs involved in your respiratory system. See here, I'll move my picture a little above. See, this system has the following parts. Yes, what are the organs which are involved in this system? Okay, see here, the nose with the pair called nostrils. Now what is a nostrils? Now this opening, can you see these openings? Yes, the openings of these openings are called your nostrils. Okay, so the next is your windpipe. Windpipe we also call as trachea. What did we call as trachea? That means the air which we take in, yes, the air which we take in, it enters through these nostrils. Am I clear? It enters through these nostrils and then it goes through a trachea. We have a windpipe. Yes, that is called your windpipe or trachea, and then it reaches to our lungs. Then it reaches to our lungs, which is a sac-like. Which is a sac-like structure. Okay, it is located in the chest. It is located in the chest. See here, you can see the picture here. Yes, and the lungs are not in the same size. The two lungs are not in the same size. The left one is smaller than the right one. Okay, the left one is smaller than the right one. And below the lungs we have the diaphragm. We have the diaphragm. Diaphragm is a dome-like muscle. We have already read in the previous chapter. It is a dome-like muscles and it helps the lungs to inhale and exhale the air. Okay, it helps the lungs to inhale and exhale the air. Understood? So our respiratory system consists of these four organs. What are those? The first is the nostrils. Yes, the air enters through these nostrils. Yes, after this enters through these nostrils, we have the nasal hairs. Yes, we have the nasal hairs. That nasal hairs, they moistens the air. Okay, they moistens the air, and then it helps the air to reach the windpipe. Okay, that is called your trachea. Through this windpipe, it reaches to the lungs. And in that, and below the lungs, we have the diaphragm. Now when this diaphragm contracts, it helps the air to fill in. And that time only we breathe in. Okay, we breathe in. Now at the same time, it also helps the lungs to expand. And that time it pushes the air to come out. Yes, when it contracts, it makes the air to get in. But when it expands, it pushes the air to comes out. So when it pushes the air to comes out, we breathe out. Okay, we breathe out. So what we breathe out? We breathe out carbon dioxide. Yes, and it is also a type of body waste. Okay, it is also a type of body waste. Am I clear? So I will show you the process here. See these two pictures. In the first pictures, the respiratory system extracts oxygen from the air. That means your nostrils. Yes, your nostrils. Through the nostrils, the air is been entered. Yes, that oxygen is been entered. Yes, now after it enters, we get the nasal hairs. Yes, this nasal hairs that moistens the air, and it is also heat ups and cleans to keep the dirt out of the lungs. Okay, did you notice one thing? When we breathe out when we breathe out carbon dioxide, we always feel the air which we breathe out is little bit warm. Yes, it's little bit warm. Now only you can do it. Just feel it. You just breathe out. What you will feel? The air is warm, isn't it? So who helps that one? This is the activity of the nasal hairs. Okay, the nasal hairs heats and it cleans. Okay, it cleans the dirt. Okay, dirt out of your lungs. So in the form of carbon dioxide, which we breathe out. Clear? Okay, the next you see. Yes, see, after the air enters through the nostrils and the through the nasal hairs, see, it continues to move down the pharynx and the larynx, and then the trachea. That blue color part you are seeing or not, that is your trachea. Okay, that is your trachea. See, now the air has reached the trachea. In the second picture you see, the air has already reached the trachea, where it is divided into two lungs. See, where it is splits into two lungs. Got it? Okay, now after reaching the trachea, now the air is been going to the lungs through bronchioles. Okay, this shapes you are seeing or not? Yes, this is called your bronchioles. Okay, it is reaching to the lungs with the help of bronchioles. Just below the lungs, you see, this is a diaphragm. Okay, this is the diaphragm. Now this diaphragm is located below the lungs, and it helps the lungs to fill in the air. I told you, when it contracts, it helps the lungs to fill in the air. That means that time we breathe in. Clear? Okay, same here. See, as soon as we breathe in, it contracts. Yes, after it contracting, it expands. When it expands, it pushes the air to go out. That means to move out. So when it moves out, that means what? It is pushing the air to come out of your body. Yes, so we are breathing out in the form of carbon dioxide. Yes, we are breathing out in the form of carbon dioxide. See, it also expels the air your body doesn't need. Okay, and that air can be your waste air. Yes, that can be your waste air. Okay, waste air means the the dirt is coming out in the form of air. Okay, and it is hot. You can feel the heat if you put your hand over your mouth when you breathe out. Clear? Okay, next you see, yeah, so smoking and pollution can harm your respiratory system, because when we smoke or we go in some polluted area, or because of the pollution, we are not taking the fresh air, isn't it? We are taking the harmful air. Yes, harmful air we are taking in, yes, which is not good for the lungs. So how we can prevent it? Exercise and breathing clean air are important to take good care of it. Okay, you can keep your lungs good. That means you can keep your lungs good. How? By exercising and breathing of clean air.